Hi, my name is Julius Mitchell, and I am a Political Science and Ethnicity Race and Migration double major in Branford College, class of 2013. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit today about what my college transition was like, some of the fears that I had coming into Yale the summer before I arrived, as well as how those fears and expectations were improved once I got here. And I really had a great experience and a really smooth transition. So some of the fears that I had when first coming to Yale were definitely that it would be really difficult academically and that the classes would be too hard and I wouldn't be able to handle all the work and that I would fail out of college. As well as that I wouldn't be able to connect with a lot of the people here just because people come from all different walks of life, different countries, as well as people with definitely more privileged and more wealthier backgrounds than I came from. As well as the fact that I think it would have been difficult to make friends in that sense. So all of those misconceptions were immediately removed once I arrived on campus. So one of my first encounters on campus was through one of the pre-orientation programs. So there are several of them, but I chose to do Harvest because I'm from Chicago, which is a city, and I've never had an opportunity to live in a rural area or live on a farm. So I actually learned a lot about local produce and also how to cook on the farm, and so it was great. We learned how to bake bread. We made blackberry rhubarb jelly from scratch, and it was a really great experience. And I was on a farm with 10 other students from all different walks of life, and like we immediately connected, and I'm still great friends with all of those people today. Once Harvest ended, I got back to Yale campus and my family was there waiting for me in the car with all of my things from home and a bunch of different groceries and a bunch of college necessities from Target, and we were wondering how we were going to get everything up there. And as soon as we pulled into the Vanderbilt courtyard, all of the freshman counselors as well as everyone in my residential college was there welcoming me, clapping, yelling my name, and it was a really welcoming experience. It was also a really warming experience because I didn't expect that from Yale, and it was very much a community from the first time I stepped foot on campus. So one of the campus resources that I was able to really take advantage of as a freshman were the cultural centers as well as the freshman counselor program. And so through the cultural centers, I was paired with a peer liaison who was affiliated with the African American Cultural Center, which I requested the summer before I arrived at Yale. And she was not only able to connect me with a lot of the different resources on campus, but she was also able to tell me like the great dining halls to eat in on campus, as well as connect me with the different resources offered through the African American Cultural Center. So that's everything from speaker series to different social events to awards dinners. And I'm really fond of soul food and Southern food. And a lot of times I'm able to go there and get a touch of home when they have social events and they're able to order from the really great soul food restaurants out in New Haven. She was also able to connect me with a lot of the community service opportunities in the greater New Haven area, which is something that I've been interested in throughout high school as well as through my time at Yale. So it's been a really great experience in that way as well. I was also able to take advantage of the freshman counselor program. And so freshman counselors live with you in your entryways, and so they'll be close by. And I was lucky enough to have a freshman counselor who always had our door open, and she was just like a mom. She always had orange juice for us when we were sick, and would encourage us to get as much sleep as we could, even though Yale can be really challenging at times. She was always baking cookies for us and baking different baked goods, as well as she just made the experience more welcoming and was always open to us. And I know that my mom back home would be happy to know that I was taken care of while I was here at Yale. So I think that one of the things to keep in mind here is that there are so many different resources, from faculty advisors to freshman counselors to peer liaisons to many other resources. And I think it's just a matter of really taking advantage of those things to make your transition as smooth as it can be.